This is take number 2 of this stupid meme idea. So, rules of this meme are as follows. This is for Latt Duel. This is the game Kill It With Fire. It is an indie game. The category we are running for this challenge is New Game Plus, with the caveat of one-handed. In my case, I'm going to be doing this with just my mouse, with attack, interact, and move forward on mouse 1, 3, and 2, respectively. And then there's one single instance where I will hit R, which is not on the webcam, unfortunately. I will be keeping this hand in view the whole time. I am, just for the sake of I don't care enough, I'm not going to use live split. We're going to time from the fade at the end, right after hitting play. Like first instance in VLC player of the screen being completely black after hitting play, to first instance of screen being fully white at the very end. I don't know how much I'm going to talk. First attempt had a cat cam. That was a little bit better. I will probably ramble a bit. I recommend that now that I've explained everything, you just mute the video, to be honest. But we are in. We are going. Was level 1? Like 9 more to go? Extra note, this is a completed save. This is maxed out completely. I am not expecting anyone to, like, do a normal category. I just like the extra random decision making that comes from the idea of doing this completely one-handed. I'm not going to touch my keyboard whatsoever without using my right hand, for the sake of extra consistency. But I want to try talking more. I'm going to use this as a way to build confidence in talking more in videos. I'm going to talk a little bit about other ideas I had. So one was going to be mouse only, but that's not possible because of I don't have extra mouse buttons. And this level right here is one tiny instance where I have to touch my keyboard. Um, other things I might explore are the idea of doing a speed game where you have you take something you're used to, or semi-used to, something you've played before, and I would even challenge, like, try to find a game that both Latt and I have played. Um, and the rule there would be um, that we are going to play the game by switching hands. I'm going to put my mouse in my left hand and my uh, my keyboard will be done with my right hand, and do the entire game completely inverted from what I've been doing since I started playing video games on the keyboard. Because I think that an important part of the idea of moving my hand off the screen breaks the point of me saying I'm going to keep it on screen this whole time. Um, I think a neat part of this idea of just pushing yourself to learn something in a short amount of time is just as much like you can do a lot by just pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Um, you know, people like to, not submit their first attempts. People like to, um, caveat themselves all the time. I do it. I don't. I don't submit my first runs. I don't even live split my first runs or record, or I don't even record my first runs, my first attempts at a speed game, because I don't think they're good enough. Um, and I think it's important that uh, believing in your ability to play the game also includes putting yourselves in uncomfortable ways, um, pushing yourself to not maybe you learn how to play a game better by doing it in a way that you weren't originally planning on playing. Um, if you, um, you know, if you're an expert at a game, uh, and you're coming down to like, okay, maybe it's a little bit execution, which is just practice, and movement. One way I feel like you can improve is make your movement awkward in a way that you can't necessarily control, and you will figure out ways to improve said movement, um, just by virtue of the fact that you have to. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Um, but you know, like if you limit yourself, you have to adapt and improve. Uh, and I feel like that will then make you improve when you're no longer limited. Um, like the idea of training weights in DBZ. Um, you know, you make it harder, and then when you take the weights off, you're faster, you're better. And I feel like in a similar vein, uh, if you can play a speed game where you do things like invert your controls, play on Donkey Kong bongos or a DDR pad, it makes you a better player because you now have to think about the things that you've been doing naturally. Um, you know, you start speedrunning, and you get used to like, okay, I move with this hand and I do things with this hand, and you always do it that way. And then you get people that were like, you know, when you get the idea of switching controls is foreign to them. The idea of like how could someone play the game like that? Well, because it's a certain way to play the game, and there's nothing wrong with how anyone wants to play. But no one control scheme is ever going to be perfect. But enough about that. I think we have one more attempt after this, because we have one level left. No, two more. This one and one more. We switch to this in this level because everything is closer together, and we are worried about lag. Okay, this is already a lot faster. Here we go. Yeah, we kind of just chill. This is essentially an auto-scroller, but I'm going to keep it as part of the timing. So on the white screen here. There. So whenever that is fully appeared, you pause the time in VLC or however you view it. Okay. I'm using two hands because I'm trying to skip that if it's loud.